Howdy guys, I'm back with more of The Witcher 2. Last time I just began chapter 2 and right now Zyvik really wants to show me around, so
We don't have all day!
Yeah, see, I'm gonna let him do that. Oop, how do doors work? Alright, here we go. Ooh.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh, okay, I'm coming. It's really big here. Holy moly.
Our armourer. Busy as ever with military commissions, but he'll take a private commission from time to time.
Oh. Alright, so stop by there then later. Oh, so this is like, I guess this is gonna be the actual chapter 2 town. I wasn't expecting a full-fledged, village or whatever, so this is pretty cool. So this would have...
We're here at last. The canteen, the most important place in the camp. If you ever get bored, you should find a monster contract or two on the notice board.
Okay, so this would have been completely different if I'd gone with Yorvith then, huh? So even the town would have been different. Oh my gosh. I can't believe...
Hello.
Oh. This guy's armor looks cool. Neat. Oh. Little kitty cat on the back of his shield. Alright, where are we going now, Zyvik? Oh, you can... I love how the flags even... flap in the wind. All of the detail and effort they put into this game, they really made a gorgeous game. I really like it. Oh, and even the mountains.
Here's where the king organizes tournaments. All glamour, ceremony, noses and cocks in the air. Between those, we kill time thrashing about with swords, pikes, chairs, the works. Good stuff, no holds barred. They pay well too if you know who to talk to and who to bet on. Excuse me a moment, Witcher.
Oh, he's gonna take care of some personal business over here.
How did the fight go?
You've a nose for this, Zyvik. You won again.
My gold?
You gonna bet on more fights today?
Of course. I'll come by later.
Wow. They hardly work here, don't they? Well, I don't know. They're in the middle of a war. It's a war camp. I guess they've got to, you know, stay sane.
See him,
somehow.
Witcher. Loosen his bonds a bit and he's liable to jump at your throat like a rabid mutt.
One of Yorvith's Scoia'tael. How did you capture him?
Scouts found him wounded in the ravines. Someone massacred a small unit. The boy said it was a bloodbath, as if the Reaper just swung his scythe right through them.
Wow.
Whoever attacked them was very strong.
Any idea who it might have been?
No. But if they managed to ambush elves in the wild, I'd rather not meet them.
Really?
Right, Zyvik. Let's go see the king.
Whoa, that's some pretty... Oh, I got a Steam achievement called Tourist. That's really cute. I guess, if I talked to him and made him take me to the king immediately, I wouldn't have gotten that, huh? Alright, in we go.
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Zyvik.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Oh, I can't miss it.
A Witcher!
I
The
can't
king must have summoned him to
miss
fight
it.
the wraiths.
You think?
I'm certain.
Ha! Let's see him deal with the blood curse.
The blood
10
curse.
silver on the curse.
I wanted that bet.
Aww. Yeah, they haven't seen me play this game. Royal tent. Well, this one's pretty darn fancy over here. But I don't know. That one's the biggest one over there. Hold on, I had a few quests update, I think. Let's see. I don't know if it was... Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Geralt had enough of greetings, rather by wraiths or men. He decided to see what Henselt wanted with him and gave his legs some rest. And this one updated. Alright, looking for the murderer, the Witcher learned that there was a captured Scoia'tael in Henselt's camp. The connection between Letho and Yorvith in mind, Geralt decided to talk to the captive and ask him about the Kingslayer. He hoped the prisoner would direct him to a fresh trail. Ooh. I guess, Letho and his assassins are maybe taking out Scoia'tael if they have no more use for them? Ooh, well, it's definitely important, so if it's a part of the Assassins of Kings quest, so I kind of want to do that right now before I talk to Henselt. Can I? Will it let me? Oh, okay, I can actually get away with that, so I kind of want to do that right now. Let me see, prisoner, talk.
No talking to the prisoner!
They won't let me.
What do you want?
Let's see, can I talk to him? Has he spilled anything? How did you catch him? Has he spilled anything yet?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet. But he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact.
Oh my god.
Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
Oh my gosh. This is terrible. I mean, that's so... I mean, it's like there wasn't enough that the poor guy lost everything. Now these guys are torturing him. Gosh, I can't believe I'm a part of this camp right now. I really can't. I'm disgusted with myself a little bit. How did you catch him anyway?
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less.
Oh.
For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes, even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
So, someone with that kind of... the way they're describing it, like a scalpel, that sounds consistent with the way that Letho kills people, maybe, but when it comes to kings, he likes to collect heads, so it sounds like it could be Letho, but I don't know what would be the motivation for fighting Scoia'tael. Maybe there's even infighting among the Scoia'tael. Could that be possible? Maybe. I think so. I mean, the reason I didn't, I guess, go with Yorvith is he seemed a bit too extreme for me, which, well, I'm not really sure which of these guys is the lesser evil now that I'm here. Anyway, can I talk to him?
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know ya.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now.
Oh, trust needs to be earned. So I guess I can't do this until later on in the game, maybe?
How'd you do?
No talking to the prisoner.
Bummer. But so the fog rolled in after all of them were killed. Does it...
Hello.
And then something happened when that priest's blood was spilled too, so I'm thinking it has something to do with blood, maybe. Alright, I don't know if I should go and annoy people on the way or if I should get right to it. Let's see, is this guy any... Oh! I am the world's biggest jerk, I really am. I'm just trying to talk to the guy. Oh, I can just go in. Oh, look, oh my gosh, there's even a mirror. This is so cool. I can't believe they put in the effort to make a mirror. It's not a very... Oh, there we go. You just gotta stand close enough to it. It didn't seem like it's a very good mirror. Well, weren't mirrors made of, like, silver or something back then? Wouldn't it be a little different than mirrors now? I don't actually know. Lorenz. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna play Kleptomania Sim right now. I know I've got a little bit of a weight problem. I always do. Doesn't seem like there's as big of a problem here as there was in Flotsam with like 5,000 people's names to click on. Ooh, I would like that iron ore though. Do I have room for that at least? I do. Alright, yeah, not really. I guess this is the big important place I need to be. That Sile. This is Dethmold. I'm gonna wait a second to talk with him. He's in. Ooh, moss. Okay. This guy's snoring. I'm pretty sure I hear him snoring. That's hilarious. These people aren't taking their job seriously. They sure did. For a camp, they sure are really well set up. I mean, hauling around wooden bookcases? That's an awful lot of effort, isn't it? Ooh, there's a lot of goodies in here. Okay, I've got to solve my weight problem before I go in here. I just can't right now. I just can't
Get a
take
hold
everything.
of yourselves, soldier.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Oh boy, boy, boy. You guys don't know anything at all. What you doing? Here you go. It's tastier when it's warm. Yeah, definitely not as much of a quickie problem here. I can't interact with as many people, at least in this part. Alright, Dethmold.
Henselt awaits you. We shall speak later.
Oh, I'm not sure what I think of this guy just yet. Sheila. Oh,
Nearly
nope.
everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
Uh-huh.
In no small part thanks to you, Excellency.
I've helped you, yes. I trust I shan't regret it.
As do I. I wouldn't want to seem ungrateful.
Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Okay, so what are you doing here? That is a very good question. Shame about full test, where to next? Alright, you know what? That's what I want to know. What are you doing here?
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
The plot thickens. I get it. Sure, you can't tell me something and tell me everything. Ooh, I've been really big on using this one. I don't know if like it gets stronger the more often I use it, but I feel really good about using this one, and I need to know everything or it's gonna drive me nuts. Come on, tell me. Spill the beans.
I need to know everything.
Magic will not help you. I'm very well protected against such attempts.
Figures. Oh, that was foolish of me. Of course he is. I mean, he's basically he looks like he's even wearing it around his neck, honestly. He's got some really interesting medallions and gosh, well now I feel stupid because that should have been obvious. Alright, shame about full test. Where to now? You know, I can kind of gauge how he reacts because someone is pulling the strings, I guess, of Letho. Someone is behind Letho, and I don't know who that is yet. I don't have a clue. So maybe if I gauge his reaction, maybe I can get a clue. I don't know. Shame about Foltest, huh?
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Natalis. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
That's our business. Mages sometimes disappear. Oh, I like that, pretty much, I was gonna say, I'm not going to answer him. I pretty much don't think I can really trust anyone besides Triss, and even her I'm not so sure about. Dandelion and Zoltan, and gosh, even them I'm not so sure about now that I think about it. I think I'm getting a little paranoid. Mages sometimes disappear. I'm gonna be a little funny here.
Mages have a natural tendency to disappear into thin air once in a while. Why is anyone concerned?
Maybe they wonder if witches locked in dungeons possess the same capacity. You're avoiding the subject, which means it's uncomfortable for you.
Oh, he got me there.
Have it your way, I shan't press. But I'll ask one more question, if I may.
Of course, Your Excellency.
I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Marigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
Why does this interest you? She has her friends, and I don't do theory. I'm still not really sure how I feel about this guy. I've got real serious trust issues with this game and the characters in it. I find it interesting that the first opportunity that he could turn the conversation around into Triss, you know, he did, and he keeps pushing the issue even though he said he wouldn't press it, so he's got a real yearning desire to know about Triss and perhaps the sorceresses now. What could they be up to? Why does this interest you? I don't do theory. I want to answer, why does this interest you? You have an angle.
I'm not sure why the acquaintances of a sorceress would interest a Nilfgaardian ambassador.
Many things interest me. Art, for example. A very interesting statuette was delivered to me today. A peculiar piece. Elusive, sensuous. It forces one to think. Even a monster slayer might not be indifferent to the beauty entrapped within.
Maybe, but I'm afraid I don't have time to admire art.
Do you have any other queries? I have some matters to which I must attend.
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
Now, that was really a weird segue in the conversation when he talked about, he said art and the, you know, the beauty entrapped within is the statue or whatever. Is that something, or is that like misdirection, or is he throwing me off, or is that a clue, or what? Because he just, you know what else interests me? Art. It's like, I'm trying to figure out if this guy's trying to point me towards something, and he's kind of talking in clues, and I mean, and maybe he can't say it out in the open, or maybe he's got an angle. I can't figure this guy out. Every, like, I guess, I mean, I haven't had a whole lot of interactions with him, but every single one of them are, they leave me just scratching my head. I'm just like, what the heck? Okay, well, where to next, I guess?
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
Uh-oh, I don't think that's good if they're all trying to invite them into one place. That means they're really easy to do something to, and a lot of sorceresses with a lot of kings, oh, that's one of those, you know, variable plus variable equals explosion kind of things, isn't it? Oh, I'm super intrigued. I wonder if Radovid's bringing his bride with him too. Oh my gosh, this game is juicy. Why would anyone ever watch a soap opera or anything when you have this? Better boobs too. Alright, can I talk? I guess I still can't talk with her. Oh,
Greetings, Geralt.
I can. Oh, alright, so you decided to stay in the Pontar. Dethmold doesn't like you. Triss disappeared. And I've got this tattoo I want to get rid of. Oh, okay, I guess since Triss isn't around, I can ask the next available sorceress. No, especially since I'm with, I guess Roche now, I definitely gotta keep the ink. Alright, so Triss disappeared.
Foltest's killer forced Triss to teleport him to Vergen. They're somewhere nearby.
That nosy little meddler Triss used my megascope to accomplish that. But I suppose I should be grateful. After all, I might have been the Kingslayer's victim. Even if Triss is in Vergen, I cannot locate her. This damn fog prevents any kind of magical probing.
How convenient that just when Triss disappears, you can't locate her. I'm wondering if maybe Triss is being made a target for being close to me, maybe. Oh my gosh, I just don't know who I can trust now. Everything's just twisting and turning. It's so juicy. Alright, so you decided to stay in the Pontar.
I'd assumed that after killing the Kayran, the Pontar Valley would hold no further interest for you.
You know nothing about me, Witcher. I'm here because 2 northern monarchs were murdered. It's quite probable Henselt is next on the list. We don't need another country descending into chaos. King Henselt cannot die. I'll make sure of that.
Oh, really? That's very interesting of her. She wants to stand right by him, so maybe, I don't know. I want to think she's trustworthy, but Triss sure doesn't like her, but I don't know. Triss doesn't seem to like anybody, to be honest. Kind of a weird girl she is. Well, Dethmold doesn't exactly like you, apparently.
It's pretty obvious you and Dethmold don't exactly get along.
Dethmold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kedwenny court. Nothing could be more absurd.
I don't know. You kind of do. You say one thing and do the opposite. I kind of know I can't trust her either. She's a bit of a liar, I think. So, you know, maybe she is trying to swipe his position. I mean, I don't know. It just seems a little too noble of her to just want to make sure Henselt doesn't die. I don't know. I think she's up to something. Let's see. I honestly don't even want to click on that. I'm kind of scared too. I'm like, I know I'll probably have to gather something, but I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want to lose my tattoo. I know that's kind of silly, but hi, Peter.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
I'm really that unknown here? All right. Oh, he's got a injury on his head, huh? I guess from fighting Saskia, maybe? Or...
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Oh man, he's really... I don't think he should be walking around. I guess he got banged up when we were escorting him or something. I don't know. I don't really remember when he got a head injury like that. Oh well. Okay, peace and quiet to clear my name and justice. I just want to clear my name and live my life, to be honest. It's not even justice at this point. I just want to clear my name and go riding off into the sunset with Triss.
Peace and quiet, sire. I need to clear my name. Though I tend not to meddle in politics, this time I believe I have no choice.
You must answer quickly and unequivocally. You must be clear, Witcher. I'm in no mood for excuses hiding behind professional codes and trade secrets. Did you kill Foltest?
No.
Do you know who did?
Yes. No. Wow. I might as well just tell him straight up he's the king. You know, hiding that information from him, I mean, that doesn't serve me a lick of good unless... Oh, unless he... No, I don't think that he would be behind Letho. That wouldn't make sense, would it? Because she Well, oh gosh, see, this is what I mean with my trust issue. Sile said she wants to make sure that, oh gosh, that Henselt doesn't get lethanated. And oh my gosh, but if they're behind Letho, then obviously they don't have to worry about him. And if I say, yes, I know, that might be bad news for me. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I might be at the point where I'm just overthinking things and just stressing for no reason, but I guess there is a valid reason to say no. But I personally, I kind of feel like he's, you know, I mean, the game is called Assassins of Kings. I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable for him to be next on the list, and if not, the sorceresses might want to do something. I'm gonna go with yes. Let's go with yes.
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't know, and no. Well, apparently I have met Letho before, according to Letho. In fact, Letho said I saved him, so I'm gonna go with I don't know, because I'm an amnesiac.
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedwenny saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch.
What?
100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tanseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you.
Spies?
Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
Okay, so I guess all of those questions were a test, actually. I'm over here with my trust issues and stuff. I'm gonna need a self-help book after playing this game with my severe trust issues. But it seems like when he said, my spies have confirmed your words is true, I think if I'd have lied to him, I would have gotten in some hot water. Alright, let's see. How do I want to... I'll manage. I always manage.
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name.
Oh.
Consider Dethmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on.
Okay.
Now, leave me alone.
You know, he's not such a bad guy, honestly. He really isn't. I like the way he talks. He kind of reminds me of Foltest. You know, these kings aren't so uppity and, you know, hoity-toity with their speech. I thought it'd be like a lot of vows and fancy talk, but they're pretty kind of low class almost in the way they speak, and they just get straight to the point. You know, they almost seem like they're just tired of this world, you know, and they just, no beating around the bush, straight to it. I like this guy. He's not so bad. And you know, I gotta give it to the game and their character designs. You know, when you think like medieval king, you think, you know, the golden crown and the fur, you know, coat and stuff, and it's like they really did that. They actually did that, and they made it really cool. Like, look at these diamonds or sapphires or whatever these jewels are encrusted on them. It's like, I like the detail, I do. Alright, so what activated the curse?
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
The plague? So, gosh, yeah, I guess it is pretty powerful magic to cause an eclipse, huh? You'll literally have to bend the cosmos for that. I'm wondering if it has something to do with when blood is spilled, though. I don't know, I don't have a whole lot of clues yet. So do you know who cast the curse?
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
Ooh, so you probably shouldn't have done that. How exactly did Sabrina curse you, and what did you condemn her for? What did you condemn her for? I want to know.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Van de Grift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody, charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwenis and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
I don't know, I kind of disagree. I think war is hell. No matter what, there's... Well, I guess maybe in this world, in this era, it's more honorable. You don't have so much of the guerrilla warfare. I guess, you know, raining down fireballs is especially appalling. But that is weird. Why would she attack her own side? I mean, was it an accident? Was it just, you know, wacky raining fireballs and she couldn't control them?
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Well, you know, as always, there's a second side to the story. You know, he said there wasn't any motivation. I don't know if I believe him on that one. There's always a reason, and I just don't know the reason. I don't know if there's a way to find out. There probably is. It's Witcher. I'm sure there's probably a way I can communicate with the other side and find out. So, how exactly did she curse you?
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Dethmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
What? Okay, well that's very interesting. Huh. I wonder if that was a clue. Oh wow, I leveled up. Alright, quest completed. Oh boy, that gave me a bunch of experience too. Oh, I'm just gonna help myself to the king's money here, don't mind me. Ooh, even more. He really doesn't mind. Ooh, that's useful too. Alright, I guess I'm free to, go outside.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
You were literally the first person I was going to talk to. How convenient. Let me check my quest log though. Conspiracy theory. Do you want to hear how the Witcher got embroiled into a high-level conspiracy? Well, our hero was summoned before Dethmold. A bad beginning, making a worse ending. Oh, I feel like this is going to be one of those quests that make me feel like an idiot. Alright, and prelude to war. Alright, Geralt had enough of greetings and... okay, I guess that's the same thing. It's just complete, I don't know, whatever. Literally says the same thing, no point in rereading it. Alright, let's go see what the dearest Dethmold wants. I love conspiracy theories. Alright, talk to me.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
Oh man, something about this guy's voice, it kind of creeps me out. I feel like he's like a sly kind of fox. Alright, time will tell. Let's get to work. Yeah, time will tell.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve.
What? I feel like I've heard the voice actor. The more I talk to him, have I heard this guy in another game or as a different character? I feel like I've heard Dethmold somewhere before. The more I listen to him, and now it's really driving me batty. Alright, have it your way. I don't need any new friends. Okay, he's obviously using me for something, but let's have it your way.
I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
Ding, ding, ding.
I was asking about the curse.
Oh, of course. What would you like to know?
Oh, not all the specters were aggressive. Did you notice that? And lifted any curses before. Yeah, not all of them were aggressive, huh?
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Dethmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them, apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you.
Oh, boy, that actually sounded very, very complicated, but, well, you know, one thing I learned from playing Witcher 1, when it throws something extremely complicated at me, it's not actually all that bad if I just take it one step at a time. I am reminded of the Sephira and the tower, you know, that's like, I have to get how many of these? But it really wasn't all that bad, so I'm thinking this is going to be a similar situation where he just, you know, vomited out a bunch of words and it sounds complicated and maybe it's not that bad. Anyway, lifted any curses before?
Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banard.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse.
Blood spell.
A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework.
Okay, well, this guy is, I don't know, I don't know, he's pretty sharp. I'm not sure, I haven't really finished forming an opinion on him, but my opinion's gone up. Anyway, how does a blood curse work, anyway?
Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood, best done at midnight surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevis's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the Great Encyclopedia of Curses, Spells, and Prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Okay, I don't have time for no book learning, and I will read them. You know I'll read them. I love book reading.
Quite a tome.
How does a blood curse work? Okay, are you sure Sabrina cast the curse, and what's with the coins? Oh yeah, the coins. I do kind of want to know about those, but yeah, is he sure Sabrina did it? Yeah.
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
Oh, wow.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevissig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
Well, if everyone saw her do it, I mean, it's one of those, if it quacks like a duck, you know, sounds like a duh, or whatever, you know how the thing goes, but it seems like it's positively her that did it then, but I don't know, people still don't do things for no reason. Okay, well, why is Henselt still alive? Well, that's a loaded question. And what's with the coins? Ooh, I really want to ask, why is Henselt still alive?
Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Oh, he killed
Perhaps
him.
Glevissig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death.
Well, gosh, do I really want to do that, though? It's like, I mean, I know I saw Henselt smash the priest's blood into the rock thing, but I was like, maybe it's just a bloody nose. But gosh, Henselt just killed a priest like that for no reason, basically. Ugh. And I mean, he doesn't, I don't know, he's probably not really the greatest guy to begin with. Gosh. Oh, I don't know if I want to be here, man. I feel dirty. So what's with the curse, or coins? Let's get to work. A blood curse usually requires blood. Yeah. Would she be able to do it if she's burning?
If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy, the minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
I don't really know if all of the, I guess, he hates her. I was gonna say, I don't know if all the slander, or the name-calling, or whatever you want to call it's worth it, but, or, you know, called for, but I guess he really hates her. Ooh, it just kind of makes me cringe a little bit when they say those things sometimes. Gosh, so he's saying she botched the curse. You know, everything he's saying sounds pretty believable, and he seems like a smart guy, so I'm guessing that's really how it went down then, huh? Alright, so what's with the coins, finally?
We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
Oh.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it.
Oh boy. Well, let's get to work.
You're gonna help me, Dethmold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
Yes!
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost, and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
Someone foretold it, and how did you know? Yeah, really, I was over here having a giggle. I love how Geralt is just straight business. There's that, yes. I don't think I've seen the guy laugh, like genuinely have a nice belly laugh. He's just so business-like. And I love how, all the curse lifting stuff is all of this super specific stuff. Like you need like juniper branches to burn. I think that's really cool. It makes it so, I guess, like believable. You know, they don't just like get a wand and, you know, wave their hands in the air. There's like a ritual involved, and I like that about this game. I think that's kind of unique. I think that's really cool. And I don't know, I feel like he's not gonna listen to me because, oh, his precious silver over here. And I mean, the guards are already sleeping on the job as it is. So, someone foretold it. Yeah, how do you know?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
Especially since I wasn't involved in my past for the most part. Alright, new oh, lots of quests. Alright, hold on here. Alright, the sorcerer was aware that the Witcher is interested in the curse placed on the battlefield and pointed him to a clue. So it was that several soldiers hatched a plot apparently connected to the curse. Dethmold did not know what the conspiracy's aim and who belonged to it. After getting this, oh, how precise clue, Geralt decided to nose around the camp, alrighty. And courage symbolized. Lifting a curse from a battlefield is no small feat. It requires preparation and a professional approach. The Witcher was fully qualified and, thanks to the advice of other professionals, knew exactly how to approach this thankless task. Among other things, he had to acquire artifacts of the battle, representing the virtues and horrors of the war. The symbol of courage was one of them. The Witcher decided to inquire around the camp about the nature of this symbol, for nobody knows more about war than soldiers. And the blood curse. At that time, King Henselt suffered from an embarrassing affliction, namely he had been cursed by the sorceress Sabrina Glevissig, whom he had executed for making a grave error in her magical practice. So it was just a mistake, okay? Witchers are experts on, well, I'm sure maybe it wasn't just a mistake. Apparently I'm gonna bring her back to the realm of the living and find out for sure. Anyway, Witchers are experts on curses and can generally figure out how to lift them, but even they need pointers sometimes. Geralt headed for the site of the stake at which Sabrina had been burned. To lift the curse, he needed to learn exactly how the execution had played out. Then he would need to recreate it in using the very items that had been used during the event. Oh gosh, this is gonna be freaky. Alright, and the eternal battle. In the world of wraiths, only those relics the ghosts had a connection to in their life have any meaning. Geralt and Dethmold agreed that they would need items symbolizing war, specifically objects representing the concepts of hatred, courage, faith, and death. The Witcher thus began his search for the Dunbanner's standard, the symbol of death, for the sword that had belonged to the infamous and odious General Vandergrift, and for a piece of the armor that had once belonged to the brave Seltkirk. The symbol of faith, a medallion, was in Henselt's possession. Alright, here I am in the Cadwini camp. The Cadwini military camp greeted us from afar with the cacophony of sounds typical of such encampments. Officers' commands and centers' shouts mixed with the growling of platoon leaders, enlightening enlisted men as to their mothers' professions and why these ladies charged so little for their services. Oh gosh. Veterans cursed, recruits sniveled, whores giggled, horses neighed, and dogs barked. The din was accompanied by a jumble of smells, the stench of several thousand men who consider guard duty to be in the rain, to be an adequate bath, cannot be mistaken for any other, and this blended with the sense of, boiling cabbage, food wraps, and stables. This place sounds really gross. Compared to the noxious odor the wind carried from the camp latrines on sunny days, the smell of the Kairin's lair seemed like that of a flowering meadow. Oh gosh. So the Kairin's lair, the cancer tentacle hentai character, was more pleasant smelling. Alright, this fella here. We met Shillard again in King Henselt's camp, which was not surprising since Fitz Osterlin always circled monarchs like an old vulture circles a carcass. The discussion he had with Geralt brought no hard facts, but a careful listener could take more from the questions the Imperial diplomat asked offhandedly than from the answers he offered the Witcher. Oh, see, there is a clue there, because I remember he talked about the art, right? And he asked about Triss constantly, so a careful listener could take more from the questions than from the answers. Interesting. He was interested in the situation in the north, the sorcerers and their summit in Loch Muin, as well as in seemingly unimportant trifles. Either way, I already suspected back then that he was playing a game of the highest stakes. Oh, he's seriously up to something. This guy's a major player. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but I'm not sure what's going on with this guy. He's pretty interesting, that's for sure. Alright, Sile. Let's see. I guess let's go. I'm not really sure how much of this is updated. I guess, let's see. Oh yeah, I guess just the bottom one. Meeting Sile in Henselt's camp came as a slight surprise. On the other hand, it was hard to ignore her arguments. Another regicide would plunge the North into utter chaos, and she did not intend to let that happen. Is her intentions really that pure? Alright, Henselt. Let's see. The king reaped that which the deeds had sown years earlier when he and Nilfgaard jointly partitioned Aedirn. Though he returned the stolen lands, there were many among the Cadwini who considered Henselt's assault on an ally to have been dishonorable. These men created a conspiracy against their corrupt ruler, adding a new cause for concern to his pile of worries. Cadwyn's king had been terribly cursed by the sorceress Sabrina Glevissig, whom he had condemned to death. And I don't have a face to match the name yet, maybe? The sorceress Sabrina Glevissig was from Ardkara, the capital of Cadwyn, and had been King Henselt's advisor. The reader, however, should not be deceived by that term. This true daughter of the Cadwini wilderness was famous for her determination and temperament. There was no exaggeration to the rumors that on many occasions she would interrupt the king, thumping her fist on the table and yelling that he should shut up and listen, and the king would indeed shut up and listen. Sabrina's predatory nature was paired with an equally predatory beauty, which she emphasized through appropriately chosen attire. Oh, she's my kind of girl. Add to that the power she commanded as a sorceress, and it should become clear to what she owed her strong position, not only in Cadwyn, but also beyond its borders. This position could not protect her from the king's wrath, however, and when she failed Henselt one time too many, the sorceress ended up at the stake where her life ended. Sabrina cast a curse on the monarch and the battlefield with her dying breath. Oh, whoops, I broke the thing, there we go. Many years later, we were to feel the effects of this malediction. Man, this place is really interesting, and I'm really liking where the story is going. Alright, so I guess the first thing I need to do is nose around the camp, and he said that he gave me some books. Are they just... I guess maybe they're in my inventory. I don't know if... Oh, here's some orange. I'll take those. But he told me I needed to read some stuff. I don't know if he gave that to me. I guess I should look in books. Oh, geez. I have... Let's see. I don't know. I don't think so. The legendary accursed. I don't think so. The Temerian, I don't think so. Well, I don't know if maybe I have to buy them from him or something, or maybe I can get them later.
We need to talk.
What? No, hello, good morning. Pack her up and kiss my ass? Nothing.
Hello.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
Sure.
Some other time, maybe.
Okay, I need to... Oh, okay, well, he has even more dialogue. Well, I need to know more about the curse. Oh, okay, I need to ask you about something else. Apparently not. I'm looking for information on the Wild Hunt, apparently. Hoo-hoo.
You must know a lot about the Wild Hunt, as one of the reigning majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself with folk tales about corpses flying about on intensely emaciated steeds.
The Wild Hunt's no myth.
I think that's how you know it's important, because this guy's dismissing it.
See you.
Okay, well, I got my talking tos out of the way. I guess I'm free to explore the camp, so I'm gonna do that next time. Thank you guys so much for watching me play The Witcher 2 today. Getting really interesting, and I can't wait to look around here and check out this area. Ooh, it looks super big. There's something way over here. Oh gosh, I zoomed out too much. This, oh yeah, this is going to be an interesting place. I'm going to have fun checking this area out, I think. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching, and bye for now.